Welcome to Office 365 Forms. First, let's get logged in. Go to your preferred browser. Open to the district web page. From the district web page, find Quick Links. From the menu that appears, find Office 365. To sign in, you'll use your first name, last name, at staff.hebisd.edu. You'll use the current password that you use to log into your district computer. Then select Sign In. This page and the icon in the top left-hand corner is called your App Launcher. From your App Launcher, find Forms. You have two types of forms. The first option is a new form. This is to get new information. Then you have a quiz that if you want that information to be scored or graded. We're going to select a form first. To edit a field in Forms, hover over and click to start typing. If pictures are an option, this icon will appear. You can search online or upload one of your own. To add a question, select the button for Add Question. You have the option of a choice. This is going to be very similar to a multiple choice question. Select the option to start typing what you would like for your selections to be. You can add options or select Enter to add additional options. To add an Other option, select that option and you'll have an Other box that's a person. To remove an option, select the Delete button. You can select multiple answers by selecting the toggle switch at the bottom. You can require the question by selecting Required. More options, or the three dots to the right corner, will let you give a subtitle to your question and also give you shuffle options. At the top, you'll notice that you can copy the question. You can delete the question, and you can change and move the question's order within the form. Next, we can see the text option. You can choose a short or a long answer. You can require or not require the answer. And you can also pull a subtitle and look at restrictions. Next, we have the rating option. In rating, you can choose how many levels and what kind of symbol you would like to see. As well as, in your More options, you can give a subtitle and you can also label what those items mean. The next option is the Date option. This allows the participant to choose a date on the calendar. Again, you can add a subtitle to this as well for more information. If we were to preview and see what the user would see, you'd be able to look at exactly how that would be laid out were you to have actually put information in each type of question. You can see what it would look like on a computer and also what would it be on a mobile device. Next, you can choose a theme. This can be a color, a picture, or you can add your own. You can upload an image that you already have saved on your computer, or search for one on the internet. Next, we'll look at some other options over in the More options on the right-hand side. In this area, you have Settings and Branching. Let's look at Settings first. Settings, you can look at who can fill out the form. And only people in my organization can respond. It will require a HEB staff or student email associated with their account and password to be able to fill out the form. If you're looking for a form for a community member or for a parent, you will need to say anyone with a link can respond. The difference between a form and a quiz. In the quiz option, when I hover over, it gives the option to select it as the correct answer. It also gives me feedback for respondents who select that specific answer or the choice made to help direct the learning taking place. I can also add points assigned to each question. Require multiple answers. I can require the question to be answered and I can also shuffle. I also have the option for a math option. Within the math option, when I select the box, it gives me a new set of options that may not be available on my keyboard. Once I've written my equation, I can select OK. In text, I can put in correct answers that I will accept as part of that, and also assign points based on the answers given. Under rating and date, there is no change in the quiz responses. In both forms and quizzes, you have a share option. In sharing, again, remember that the very first option is whether or not you want respondents to be in our organization, requiring them to log in using their 365 account, or as long as they have the link they can respond to. You can copy straight from the link provided. These are usually pretty long, but you can paste them into a website or a newsletter. But another option that you may want to consider is creating a hyperlink. I'm going to show you a quick example using Word. I select the words that I'm wanting to hyperlink and go to the Insert tab. From the Insert tab, I scroll over to find links to create a hyperlink. I'm going to an existing file or web page, so I can copy and paste my URL straight into the address bar and select OK. You'll notice that it changes the color and underlines this is now a hyperlink. Another option for sharing is using it as a QR code. Forms is built in that you can take the code that they've already created for you and download it as an image. You can print this out by saving it as a picture to your computer. Next, you have an option to share as a template. This is going to allow anyone who has this link to create their own form. This will not be giving them access to your form or to the results of your form. They can modify the form at that time and give it a new name and start sharing for their own purposes. To collaborate, you would use the second option. To collaborate, your collaborators have the option to view and edit. They can look at the responses given as well. To return to the menu screen, I click on the word Forms. I can navigate to the More options on the top of my quiz, select to copy or delete from here as well. To view my responses, I can look at the form I wish to look at and go to the Responses tab. In the Responses tab, I'm going to see how many responses I have, average time to complete, and whether or not my form is still active. I can select the More options and print a summary, or delete all responses to open up the quiz yet again. I can scroll down and I can look through the responses given off to the side. This can chart or graph. It will display in some manner each option or each answer given, response given. From here, I can also open in Excel. It will give me the option to open. Answers will be given in a table format for filtering and sorting. Next, I can also view results in the web page. I can choose which respondent I'm interested in viewing, an individual time that it took them to complete, and their individual responses within the form. I can also delete an individual's response or print an individual response from this page as well.